You won't believe what just happened. We made the call. And Blake Lively's legal team actually answered. But what they told us, it doesn't add up, not even close. This is not just gossip. This is about being lied to directly by one of the most powerful teams in Hollywood. So buckle up. Because this story, it's real, it's raw, and it's unraveling fast. Let's take you behind the scenes of the phone call that set social media on fire, and the shocking proof that Blake Lively's lawyers may not be telling the truth. To understand how we got here, we have to rewind. Blake Lively, star of Gossip Girl fashion icon America's Sweetheart. A woman who's been almost scandal-proof for over a decade. But when she was cast in It Ends With Us opposite Justin Baldoni, things took a dark turn. What should have been a dream collaboration became a nightmare legal saga. In late 2024, Blake filed a lawsuit against Baldoni. Her accusations: harassment, character assassination, and a whispered Hollywood conspiracy to ruin her name. Baldoni clapped back with a $400 million countersuit. He claimed the allegations were false, damaging, and part of a personal vendetta. And then, Blake's legal team began sending out subpoenas, not just to producers, not just to co-stars, but to YouTubers, bloggers, podcasters, even fans. It was bold, aggressive, unprecedented. And then, we made a call. Out of journalistic curiosity, and public interest, we reached out to Blake Lively's lawyers, not expecting an answer. But they did answer. A PR rep connected us with an official spokesperson. We asked one question: are you really subpoenaing YouTubers, influencers, and podcast hosts over opinions they shared online? And the answer we got was shocking: absolutely not. That's misinformation. They said no influencers were being specifically targeted. All subpoenas were standard legal procedure. Blake Lively respects freedom of speech and the press. We published their statement, and that should have been the end of it. Except it wasn't true. Just days later, we were sent something anonymously: multiple emails, legal files, court-issued subpoenas. They weren't general, they were specific. Addressed to Paris Hilton, Candace Owens, Andy Signore, and 2 anonymous YouTubers with under 100K subscribers. Each subpoena demanded access to private messages, email records, source identities, deleted social media posts. One even included a line: any and all communications concerning Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, or any commentary pertaining to the aforementioned lawsuit. That wasn't general legal procedure. That wasn't standard discovery. That was targeted surveillance. And it proved we were lied to. We called back. Calmly, professionally, we referenced the subpoenas. We asked again: why did your team deny targeting influencers when the documents say otherwise? This time the tone changed. The rep said: we cannot confirm or deny ongoing discovery processes. Any prior comments were made in good faith. Translation: backpedaling. We followed up 3 more times. No response. Then we received a cease and desist notice, accusing us of misrepresentation, defamation, and intent to stir controversy. We were stunned. Not just because we'd been threatened, but because this confirmed what many had suspected: Blake's legal team was hiding something. The moment we posted our findings, the internet lit up. YouTubers responded. Paris Hilton said: I said it before. I have nothing to do with this. Now they're trying to silence the people reporting on it. Unreal. Andy Signore said: they want my demons for what? Because I spoke my mind on a live stream. TikTok creators went wild. Blake's team lead to creators. What else are they hiding? Twitter trended with hashtags. And for the first time, the narrative flipped. Blake Lively, once the victim, was now being accused of weaponizing her fame against free speech. We interviewed multiple legal experts. One media law attorney said, it's unusual for subpoenas to go this far unless the legal team believes there's collusion or defamation beyond opinion. A First Amendment specialist said, they're walking a thin line. This could be seen as legal intimidation. Chilling public discourse. A whistleblower who previously worked at a high-profile entertainment law firm shared anonymously, this tactic isn't new. You scare the loudest voices, you silence them. Most people don't have the money to fight back. Remember the Taylor Swift subpoena? Well, it resurfaced. A leaked legal memo suggested Blake's team initially believed Swift might hold texts or private messages relevant to the case. Not just gossip but strategic advice. Swift's team responded again, "We had no involvement." Dragging Ms. Swift into this case was an unnecessary retaliatory move, and once again the legal team walked it back. So what is going on here? We spoke to PR insiders who managed past celebrity scandals. They gave us insight into what might really be happening. When a client's image is in danger, their team goes into overdrive. That means scrubbing the internet, threatening creators, and controlling narratives. One said, "The lies are part the strategy. If you control the first version of the truth, you control the media storm." Which explains why we were lied to. Not because of a mistake, but by design. But they forgot one thing: this isn't 2003, the internet fights back. Other influencers began speaking up. Small creators shared screenshots of legal threats. Medium-sized channels posted full exposes. Fans started digging through old footage, timelines, and interviews. Reddit forums posted timelines of inconsistencies. Threads popped up titled, "Everything Blake's team got wrong and evidence they're lying Part 3. This wasn't just a scandal anymore. This was a movement. And for the first time in a decade, Blake Lively's public image was cracking. So what happens next? The court date remains set for March 2026, but now there are additional filings. Ethics complaints, subpoena appeals, free speech organizations entering the conversation. There's talk of a counter lawsuit from an influencer who was wrongly subpoenaed. There's talk of the judge demanding a formal explanation from Blake's legal team over the misleading press communications. And there's one more thing: we aren't done. More documents are coming. More creators are going public. More whistleblowers are contacting us. We're going to uncover the full truth. And we'll keep going, because the real story isn't just about Blake Lively. It's about what happens when Hollywood power tries to silence the people. And this time, it's not working. If you thought this was wild, wait until you see Part 2. The leaked texts, the deleted emails, the blacklist of creators. Subscribe now, like this video. Share it before it disappears. This isn't over. It's just beginning.